Good evening. Welcome to another episode of Corner to Copa. The Tigers handle business on the south side again. Let's see what the final score was. By a score of 13-4. Another a trouncing of the Chicago White Sox. This was an outing. In typical Terry Skubal fashion, he gets all the run support. The last time I saw Skubal play, he got 14 runs? He just gets all the run support. He didn't have his best stuff today. He went 5 innings, gave up 8 hits. At one point in the game, the White Sox were already getting beat pretty bad, but the White Sox had 8 hits and the Tigers had 10. They only finished with 14 altogether. But yeah, Skubal didn't have his best stuff. He gave up 8 hits, but he did strike out eight batters, 3 earned runs. But they batted around real good. Rodgers had a great game. Bierling set the tone with the first home run. He went 2 for 3 in the game, had a walk as well. Rodgers went 3 for 5. He had 3 RBIs. Cole Keith went 2 for 5. He had a 2-run bomb, 3 RBIs. But pretty much everybody got a piece of the action. Torkelson even got a hit with runners in scoring position. We know how rare that is. McKinstry had a 2-run home run. Yes, McKinstry had a 2-run home run. He's going to be around next year. I mean, he's having a great. I wouldn't say if he's. I don't know. I don't know if he's having a great last 2 months of the year or not. But every time I look up, he's handling business. He played third base and second base tonight, I guess. And Ibanez started at second, so yeah. But I guess he moved over to third in place of Young at some point. Young didn't have any hits today, but he did work in a walk after being down 0-2 in the count. I love his plate discipline. He's not hitting it for average right now. He's hitting 192, but he can definitely be an asset at the top of the lineup if he can start hitting the ball. Meadows continues to improve. He had a pretty good game today. But all around, good joint effort. Tigers handling business, doing what we would want them to do against a team that's not trying to win right now. So, yeah, solid outing altogether. Yeah, Bush got roughed up. Toussaint got roughed up. Bravia got roughed up. The Tigers bat around. They're starting to, although the Cubs series was a tough series. Obviously, Baez played 2 out of those 3 games, and we look pretty good without him right now. But yeah, seeing more of the consistency. We're seeing more games where normally we'll have one game of a series where we score a bunch of runs, and then you'll see us get blanked in another one. We're starting to be more consistent with these games. I mean, we scored 14 runs against the Mariners in the series that we swept them, and that was against a pretty respectable pitcher. So yes, starting to be more consistency. I am seeing that some of our younger players are going through their growing pains. Young, Sweeney hasn't been great. What's his? He's hitting 143. Young is hitting 192. Dingler's hitting under 200. Those are all the young guys from AAA that we've been clamoring to see come up, and it just shows you that there is a jump. There is a gap in between that AAA and the major league level, and it's quite significant. But I've seen some things from all of them. Young, Sweeney's hit a home run. Young nearly hit a home run yesterday. I'm seeing things that would suggest that they will, the things will be better. If you can remember, Malloy started out struggling when he first came up, and then he showed us some promise, And then eventually he got sent down, due to Riley Green and Kerry Carpenter coming back up. But Malloy will be back. He'll be back in September, which is next week, I want to say. So we'll get a good look at Malloy, and we'll just have to see who else gets brought up. It might be Navigado. Because I'm thinking that Baez gets shut down. There's no reason to bring him back for the rest of the year with young guys needing that work, especially when you have middle infielders that need those opportunities. So yeah, but yeah, Cole Keith, another guy that homer today. He looked great today. He's had a good series. Yeah, went 2 for 5 with 3 RBIs, but he also and then I didn't even realize that he DH'd today, but he's another guy that struggled early on making that transition despite having, a great season in Erie / Toledo. So those young guys need at bats to get acclimated because the jump between AAA and the major leagues has never been so big. So they just need that repetition. Vierling continues to just be a unsung hero that maybe doesn't get all the shine, but just plays the game the way it's supposed to be played, does what needs to be done. Yesterday, he was hitting balls opposite field through the right side to get RBIs. This time, he's flashing the power. He has the potential to do both. He's going to end the year with nearly 20 home runs. I'll be surprised if he can't get to 20 home runs in the next month. But, that's quite the milestone for a guy that, for all intents and purposes, you look at what he did last year, and he struggled to pull the ball at all. And now he's driving the ball and hitting for power. And I think a lot of that is due to the fact that he's not playing a ton of third base. He's just, barely an average defender. But I think a lot of that is due to the fact that he's playing third base that he's not really comfortable with. And yeah, what did Torque do today? Oh yeah, Torque had the RBI. He went 1 for 5. Honestly, you very well could see Vierling playing first base next year. Torque is just so spotty. Because essentially by the time Torque got that hit, it was I think the game was out of reach and there really wasn't any pressure on him. And he's just struggled with runners in scoring position. And when you're not a good defender and you strike out as much as he does, you gotta produce runs and you gotta get hits when it's a high leverage situation. And he's just not doing that right now. As much as I would like to say different, he's just not really getting the job done on a consistent basis. He's playing every day though. But yeah, I wouldn't be mad if Blyman just got another shot for the rest of the year. But I don't know. But yeah, good game. I don't know why it feels like my spirits are down. I think I'm just tired. But yeah, we smacked around the White Sox. We're 2 games away from being 500, and we can get to 500 if we sweep. If we sweep this series, the Tigers will finish the series at 66 and 66, going back into the homestand. So, Tarek Skubal gets another W, his 15th win of the year. Didn't have his best stuff, but he got tons of run support. Hanafi was able to work through some of his struggles. Wentz only gave up 1 hit. Shelby Miller with yet another seamless outing. He's well under 5. As far as ERA, he had 3 more strikeouts. He struck out the side in the 9th inning. I'm thinking we probably pick up that option when it's all said and done. Now that I think about it, I would have thought that maybe we didn't pick up that option with Shelby Miller because it's only a $4 million option, but he's had some very nice runs. He's had some very rough ones, but he's on a nice little string right now. So subscribe to the channel. Corner to Copa. It's your boy Foster Child. I'm out.